Way back in 1993, I started to get arthritis and in my hands to start with. And I was working in Tesco's, and that was rather dangerous because I could drop a bottle of whiskey, jar of jam, no problem. And my doctor said it was best if I retired, and it's gradually got worse and worse over the years. It's in all my joints now. It is harder for me to get around. I'm struggling more with jobs I do in the house, so I have splints that are put on to help me do some of the jobs I have to do in the house. I keep forgetting I'm getting older. I'm 26 in my head. And I think I can do things that I can't do. And I volunteer sometimes for things that in the end I have to pack up because I'm not capable of doing this anymore. When I decided to get Lifeline, it was because I thought, well, with the family being so far away, and I'd have to ring one of them and it would take me ages to get to me. And I thought, well, if I have Lifeline, that alleviates them a lot and they won't have to worry about me so much.
When it first came along, obviously, and she informed us that now she had this safety net whereby whatever happened, the press of a button, someone's there, information gets back, we can relax and have a family life as well now, and the knowledge that whatever she does, you know, if there is an issue, we'll get to know about it straight away. She's not going to be left vulnerable.
Lifeline is a technology I would recommend to anyone.
We do get a lot of calls from people saying they've been trying to talk their mum, their auntie, their granny into it for a good long while.
You have a box that's connected to your telephone, which has a buzzer on it, and then you can have either a bracelet or a pendant to go around your neck with also a buzzer. Now, should you not be well or you fall or something, can you press either the buzzer on your box or on your pendant or bracelet? Within less than a minute, a voice will answer you to ask you how you are, if you need assistance. And it's just so helpful knowing it's going to be there all the time.
On Lifeline, we do have standards that we have to meet as to how quickly we pick up calls from clients, from residents. We're looking at 20-25 seconds, and then they'll be talking to an advisor. If there is an emergency, they'll get a very quick response. Certainly from us, we will make a decision very quickly indeed. If it means 999, we'll make that call and then go back to the client and tell them what's going on. If we have to get emergency services out, we always follow up to make very sure that they've been there and everything is now okay. If instead we're ringing members of the family or neighbours, if it's just a question of somebody needs to pop round to give them a hand with something, then fine, we'll do that. Whatever the situation is, we'll always keep an eye on it.
Having Lifeline for me means I can do whatever I want because it's just there, it's a security. You feel perfectly safe, you know that as soon as you press that, there's somebody there, somebody will answer you from Riverside, and you just know you're going to be safe. I'm not very good with computers, I'll be perfectly honest, but it's nothing, it's a doddle. It takes about 10 minutes, and they put a box in, attach it to your phone, plug it into the socket, give you either a wristband or a pendant, whichever you prefer. And that's it, it's done.
I always think we don't want cutting-edge technology because cutting-edge technology can go wrong. What we want something that's going to work 100% of the time. So what we have is tried and trusted, and we'll always put the most recent equipment in, but we know it's been thoroughly tested before we put anything in place. We also encourage people to put test calls through once a month anyway. And we also go out once a year just to make sure everything's working properly. We want something that's going to work 100% of the time. So we're very, very careful about making sure that it does.
If I was to accidentally press it, which I have done in the past, they say, oh, don't worry, we'll take it as your test call. You know, as long as we know you're safe, that's fine.
Her activity is every day, all day. She's church going, she's in the community with the housing. And anything that can be done locally, she's there at the forefront of everything, really. So there's none of that, I'll go and see her today, your turn tomorrow, it's someone else's, where are you the weekend? We don't really think anymore because, you know, it is just a push of a button and she's not going to be left vulnerable.
It's very handy. You forget you've got it on. It's there, it's part of you. Well, I never take it off, I sleep in it.
We do have our regular callers for a variety of different reasons. Some of them for health reasons, they come through to us a lot and they lean on the system, but that's what it's there for. We do have a set of people that we ring out to just to make sure that they're okay. And although sometimes the conversations are very quick, because we're ringing the same people often day in, day out, yeah, we do get to know them. We do get to use people's first names, which we'd never assume normally, and they get to know the names of the people who are calling them, which is great.
I think the independence is important for everyone, and as long as you can keep that going, independence is paramount.
Independence is very important. I'd just like to say a big thank you to the More Independents for helping us all. Now getting older or more infirm, and we know that there's a technology there now going to help us so that we don't have to go into care.